All right. Going to talk about solving two-step equations today, 7.5. When solving two-step equations, you always when solving two-step equations, you always solve the addition and subtraction first, then multiplication and division. Okay, here's what we mean by two-step equations. 3x minus 2 equal 4. Okay, the reason it's two steps is because of this. We have subtraction and we have multiplication. Okay, so the subtraction and addition we do first. So the inverse of subtraction is what? Addition. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides of the expression. Okay, on the left side, that cancels out, leaving me with 3x equal 4 plus 2 is obviously 6. So now we've done our addition and subtraction. Now we do the division to solve. That cancels. Obviously, 3 into 6 goes 2 times. So your answer is 2. Okay. It doesn't change if we have negatives. Okay, the process is still the same. Do addition and subtraction, follow the rules for adding or subtracting negatives, and then do your division or multiplication. Okay, so on this one, we have to subtract 5 from both sides, and that gives me negative 7x is equal to negative 9 minus 5. Okay, well that is plus a negative 5. So that gives me negative 7x is equal to negative 14. Do what? It was negative 9 minus 5, which turns to negative 9 plus negative 5. So we have to follow the rules for subtraction of negatives. Okay, now, then we simply divide both sides by negative 7. When you divide two negatives, it gives you a positive 2. Okay, now, if x over 5 minus 6 equal 5. So we do the inverse, which is to add 6 to both sides. These 6 cancel out, leaving me with x over 5 equals 11. Now, this right here is division. So the inverse of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 5 over 1. those cancel, leaving me with x is equal to 55. Yes. Do what? Is x the easiest letter? Is that what you said? X? No, this is what's in the book. All right, now, 3/8 W minus 4 equal 10. All right, now, we still have two operations. We have multiplication and we have subtraction. So the inverse of subtracting 14 is to add 14 to both sides. It cancels over here, giving me 3/8 W equals 24. Now, we talked about the other day that when we have a fraction in front of a variable, it represents what we would call, I guess, a special case, but basically, to solve a fraction in front of the variable, you have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Okay, when you do that, these cancel out, the 8's and the 3's, leaving me with W. Over here, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 24 8 times. So that would give me 8 times 8, which is 64. Do what? You do the reciprocal of the fraction. I want you to do this one on your own. 129 equal 12b minus 15. Remember, those two expressions are exactly the same. Okay, I don't care which way you express it, but they're exactly the same. When you have the answer, go ahead and raise your hand. Nicole, what'd you get? 12. That is correct. Now, you get 12 by doing it here. You have add 15 to both sides. Obviously, it would be the same thing over here. Okay, these 15s cancel out. This makes 144. So now you have 12b equal to 144. Same thing over here. Those two cancel out, giving me 12b is equal to 144. Now you divide by 12. Because you're multiplying by 12, you divide by 12 to both sides. these two cancel, giving me B, and you divide 12 into 144, you get 12. Same thing over here. Okay, 12 equal B and B equal 12 are exactly the same thing. All right, F over 6 plus 1.2 equals negative 30. Okay, once again, the process doesn't change just because we've introduced a decimal into the problem. Okay, the process is always the same. Now, what you do in each process can be a little different sometimes, but the process is always the same. So, the process is I do the inverse of addition, which is subtraction. You always do the addition and subtraction first. That cancels, and I have 1.2 over here. So that gives me F over 6 equals negative 30 minus 1.2. Once again, plus a negative. So that means I'm going to add, because I have two negatives, that means I'm going to add the two numbers together. That's going to give me F over 6, F over 6 equal 31.2 negative. Because you add the two together because you have two negatives. Now, to get rid of the 6, to get F by itself, which is what we're doing when we're solving, we're trying to get the variable by itself. To get F by itself, I have to multiply both sides by 6. These two 6's cancel, leaving me F is equal to negative 187.2. Okay, remember, all you're doing here is this right here. That would be 2, carry my 1, be 7, 18. I have 1 decimal place, 0 decimal places for a total of 1. Take the decimal, move it 1 place to the left, and that's where you get the 187.2. Tristan?
Why did you turn the 1.2 into the negative on the second part?
Same reason I did a while ago. This is minus 1.2. You have to change all subtraction to addition. Do the opposite of that, which is negative 1.2. Okay, 3R plus 6 minus 9R equal 24. First thing is to subtract 6 from both sides, and that leaves me, those two cancel, 3R minus 9R equal 18. Now, can I take 3 minus 9? No. So I have to go 3R, change that to addition, do the opposite of 9R, which is negative 9R, equal 18. Now, I can do this. What is 3 plus negative 9? Negative 6. negative 6r equal 18. Now, you divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. The r's cancel out. The 6's cancel out, leaving me with negative 3. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give you your homework because some of you may have band or some kind of concert or something, so I'm going to make sure everybody has time to at least get a lot of the homework done. 7.5, 8 through 33.